Alright, so prices in bullish momentum. Clear to you on the chart chat that we're putting in higher highs and higher lows. So we're respecting previous lows on the 5-minute chart.
The D-Money Show.
How did that trade chat for 20 points? You've seen it live here on YouTube. D-Money, who's rocking like us? Riding the EMA. We're putting in higher highs and higher lows. So we're respecting previous lows on the 5-minute chart, kind of map those out. You can see how every time price puts in a low. So I would not be surprised if 26,000 level gets taken today. It's your wrong, baby. I'm back in the VDH. I'm feeling good. The next candles continue to grind higher to the upside. I wrote this momentum up to 900. This is the year 2026 and I'm trying to make a little money. All right, guys, drop a W in the chat for that. If you made money on that trade, let's go. All right, guys, there's 20 points. That boy good. That boy good. Tune in, guys, Monday through Friday, live from the VDH, the D-Money Show. Let's go.
Yo, yo, yo. We back, guys. What up, what up, what up? Man, oh man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. KC Futures, you were the first comment that I saw. I appreciate the support. Hey, D-Money, be blessed. Just so you know, your infectious laugh was mimic in my household. They just couldn't get the laugh on point, though. Let's go. All right, guys. So we're back. Steelone, what up? Real Trades, 1,000 people rocking out here on the realest channel out. Hey, we appreciate the support, guys. As Nasdaq gets a crazy sell-off here to the downside. You gotta love it. Man, oh man. Right? Just broke below the 15-minute opening range low, guys. Right? You gotta love it. 815.75. All right, so we're... Oh, man. So PW said the short was good, guys. So 605.75. PW, yeah, he wanted me to let you guys know he just caught 100 points on the short. Just broke below the opening range, 15-minute candles opening range low, guys. Right? So I'm going to change my colors here. Let me flip this real quick. All right, so Cray with Lil Ray Ray. We wanted some volatility, guys. Guess what? We got it. Let's go. So yeah, got to be patient now, chat, right? Got to be patient and let this this 5-minute candle kind of play out here. If you didn't get short earlier, you want some kind of basically break and retest, right? So I'm not going to chase this, guys. I'm going to wait for this 5-minute candle to kind of close out, and we'll see what we got. But nevertheless, we're here. PW called out the long. Crazy long setup there, guys. Right? Saw a lot of W's in the chat, so let's go. You got to love it. Fresh shot, fresh from New Jersey. Dropping the W's. 4 hour has a massive top wick. Yeah, I mean, we're extremely bearish right now, guys. I mean, right? If you didn't get in, you know, what I would like to see now, right, if we're going to continue this downside momentum, is we basically, this 5-minute candle closes out, guys. We push up, we do some kind of retracement, and then we get continuation to the downside, right? So, got to be patient here. Got about a minute left on the current 5-minute candle, guys. So I'm not going to rush. We'll let this next candle open up. And we'll go from there. Maybe push and reject off 578. Yeah, it could be possible. So, gotta be a little patient here, chat, right? We got a lot of volatility. That's a good thing. We're actually hanging out below 24,578, which is yesterday's daily candles low as well, guys. So need to be patient here. Let this thing kind of figure itself out. Took some trades overnight as we wait for this candle to play out, guys, right? Took some trades overnight in the Apex accounts. You gotta love it. About $500 per account, guys, right? So we'll take it. That's roughly 10,000 in the fundeds. And we'll see what else we can get today. So would love to see some kind of retracement here. And then get some kind of continuation. Right now, we're just dropping straight to the downside, right? Shout out to James. What up, D-Money? Good morning. Hey, good morning, my friend. How are you? So 15-minute candle, and we are going into, got to keep in mind, guys, we're going into the last 5-minute candle, right? We're in the last 5-minute candle of the 1-hour chart, as well as the 4-hour. Got a lot of rejection. You got a strong exhaustion wick up top. The wick itself is sitting about 200 points, so it's cray with Lil Ray Ray. A lot of bearish momentum. So got to be patient here. And if I don't catch a setup here on the short, guys, then I'm sure based on the volatility, there should be another setup coming here, right? With the retracement. Good morning. Good afternoon, D-Money. Greetings from Germany. Hey, Gross. Hey, thanks for tuning into the stream. I appreciate the support. That's for everybody, guys. Right? We appreciate the support. Do us a solid if you haven't already. Hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. As we kind of look at this 1-hour setup here, that's cray with Lil Ray Ray. You got a 200-point top wick. So, yeah, it would be smart to wait for some kind of retracement. If you didn't get short when PW was talking about getting short, guys, well, guess what? Not going to chase this now. Right? You want to wait for something to basically build out. Maybe some kind of lower high setup and then continuation to the downside. Jerome's better. Yeah, that's what hey, that's what his baby mama said too when I had a conversation with her. Told her that you know, I'm disowning him from the family, but guess what? She's brainwashed apparently. So yeah, nothing for me to do right now, guys. Need to wait for this candle to go ahead and set itself up. Right, meaning that the 1-hour candle, let it close out, guys. It's super bearish. And we'll see what we can get here. We're hanging out below 24,578.75. 4-hour candle obviously is super bearish as well. This is the 4-hour chart. You got a lot of selling pressure though, guys, right? A lot of selling pressure in the market right now. So you've had, even on the 4-hour chart, this is a 6th bearish candle in a row. And you had a sell-off of about 385 points from the bearish candle at 10 o'clock yesterday, right? So gotta be patient here, because where would I put my stop right now, guys? Right? So like if I wanted to get short right now, realistically, I mean, even to the top of the current 5-minute candle's wick, that's 48 points. I'm not gonna do that, right? So I'll wait for this 1-hour candle to close out. and we'll see what we can get. You gotta love it. I'm disappointed in myself. I didn't take any trades. Yeah, that happens though, right? You can't beat yourself up, guys. The good news is there's some volatility clearly in the market right now, right? So guess what? We'll take it, and we'll see if we can frame a setup here. Obviously, you got to be bearish bias at this point. And there's room to the downside, guys, right? There is room. There's a lot of room down here. PW talked about that earlier as well. 24,240 level could be in play if we really get going to the downside, guys. We've already had a rejection of the daily candles 14 EMA. So I see that as well, right? We basically rejected off the 14 with a clean break. So let's see what happens here. New 1 hour candle, new 4-hour candle, guys. A lot of bearish momentum. Want to push up to form some kind of top wick, and then I would love to see some continuation or weakness to the downside, right? Maybe lower high as an example, bearish engulfing candle, some exhaustion wick saying that sellers are ready to take this thing back lower, right? So see if I can frame a setup here. D-Money, can I make, I guess you're saying more than 150 on Lucid Flex? You're saying $150? Yeah. You probably want to retype that question because I'm not too clear on what you're getting at there. Lucid Flex, basically, if you're in the evaluation stage as we wait for this, basically a retracement, right? We want a retracement up, guys. If you're in the evaluation stage, you're able, Lucid Flex has a 50% consistency rule, guys. So you're able to basically make 50% of your target, whatever your target is, depending on the account size. You can make that in one trading day, right? So you can basically pass Lucid Flex in 2 trading days. And you'll get your funded account basically typically within 5 minutes of reaching the requirements to pass the evaluation, because they're super quick, guys, right? And then if you're, so I'm sure you have to be talking about the evaluation stage, because there's no consistency rule for Lucid Flex when you're funded. Do you ever trade gold and silver? Yeah, I mean, I dabbled in it, but obviously now a lot of the props are moving away from that, right? Currently at the moment, so haven't even been looking at silver. Don't trade gold at all, so I was dabbling in silver, guys. All right, so 5-minute chart right now. What do we have? Current 5-minute candle put in a low of 24,462.25. Got to be patient here, guys, and see how the market's going to react after that pretty big sell-off. Higher time frame, you would imagine, has to, you know, also as well, right? Has to build some kind of top wick, which would be a retracement that you would see on the lower time frame as well. Pushing back up, maybe re-challenging 24,578, and then maybe rejecting, right? So we'll see. I passed both my Lucid Flex accounts in one day. Yeah, you can't pass Lucid Flex in one day. Yeah, Lucid Flex is not a one day to pass, guys. It's 50% consistency. Lucid Black is actually 60% consistency, right? So you cannot pass in one day. Not with those two accounts. Yeah, Lucid Pro is one day to pass, guys. So maybe you meant to say Lucid Pro. because you can definitely do Lucid Pro, but not Lucid Flex, right? I'm only referring to Flex because you said Flex, right? So I'm just kind of breaking it down for you, so you know, yeah, it's basically you can do it in 2 days. Pro you can do in 1 day, guys. And then obviously you have the straight to funded accounts as well. So let's go. Shout out to Lucid. Shout out to AJ. Dropped off a ton of accounts that we gave away the last time we was here at the BDH. As always, guys, use the code PW. You already know. Somebody said D-Buddy Dream Killer. Guys, I mean, I can't give you false information, right? I'm not gonna, like, how would that look if I'm telling you wrong information, guys? That would be crazy. So yeah, all right, nice push back up to the upside, right? You got a nice reaction here. You don't want us, if you're bearish, guys, you don't want us back above. Obviously, you don't want us back inside the opening range, right? 24,605. And that kind of correlates with the 14 EMA on a 5-minute chart, 24,611, right? It's pretty close. So you want to see like a rollover. So you had a nice bullish candle, right? That was actually, believe it or not, was 100 points back to the upside. And this current candle is pushing. So like I said, I want to see some weakness step back into the market, guys, to pretty much convince me to get short. All right, lower highs, etc., right? Bearish engulfing, something that's gonna kind of tell me to hey, join the party short. Until then, I got to be patient. Not interested in longs right now, guys, right? Not interested in longs because we got a lot of selling pressure in the market. So I'm not trying to go the opposite direction of the current trend. Current trend right now is down. You had a push, obviously, at market open for longs, right? And now that's reverse with momentum. So got to be a little patient here. Did I take any trades today? Yeah, I took a few trades, guys. Right, so just on separate accounts, right? So this account here is up roughly $1,160, right? Had the Apex accounts. They're up almost $500 per account, so that's almost 10 grand on the funded accounts today on Apex. So let's go. So see what we can get here, guys. I do like the rejection here, right? So if I had to guess on the lower time frame right now, we're probably rejecting the 14 EMA, right? So that, because that's typically how it works. Obviously, those lower time frames, you're going to get closer to the EMAs quicker because you're on a smaller time frame. So hey, D-Money, any giveaways today? You never know. Rocking out with the BDH, but stay tuned. You never know. You never know what you're gonna get. But we don't do giveaways every day, guys, right? We don't actually, not to throw shade at anybody else out there, but we don't do a ton of giveaways, guys. We do them, obviously, if we get the accounts, whatever the case may be, but I know PW does have a crazy giveaway technically this week, right, with some Pokemon. If you register for Warbucks and you follow the instructions that he gave out, that's going to be cray-cray, guys. So right now, the market is, I need to wait, right? I need to see momentum kind of step back in to take us bearish. You had a 100+ point bullish candle on the previous 5-minute candle, right? 15-minute candle right now is still bullish. You got a bearish EMA cross. And I'm interested to see how this candle closes out, guys, right? On the 5-minute chart. So we'll see. Hey, D, the 200 EMA is down there at 24,450. On what time frame are you looking at? Because we're below all the EMAs. So basically 5-minute chart, 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, 1-hour chart, 4-hour chart, right? and the daily. So yeah, you're probably talking about the daily. The daily's at 20 for me is at 24,000 like 100. So like I said, yeah, if they're gonna flush this, there's a lot of room to the downside, guys. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it, guys. So far rejection, right? We could not get back above 24,578, and that's the current daily candles, yesterday's daily candles low, guys. So we're hanging out below yesterday's daily candle low. We're getting a rejection here, right? Price was able to put in a higher high though compared to the previous 5-minute candle and no lower low. So that kind of, that's a little iffy, right? Because you want to see when price is in momentum to the downside, you want to see lower lows. You want to see lower highs and lower lows, guys. So got to keep that in mind. So we'll see what happens. Never fear. The D-Money shows here. And we're going to see if we can frame something here based off of the volatility that's been in the market, the momentum. But however, a lot of times after big moves, guys, it slows down a little bit. So we're starting to reject here. Somebody said bear flag. Yeah, it could be building out. I like the rejection that I'm seeing here. Right? $15-minute chart is still bullish. If we get back below the previous candle's low, that to me is pretty convincing, right? 474. You had a nice, basically bullish push back towards the EMA, guys, and you had rejection, right? All right, so I'm gonna so you almost want to, if you measure this, guys, for a short setup, I'm gonna try a short. Oh wow, this thing dropped, guys. You gotta love it. In a short, guys, targeting previous lows at 460, was up over 15 points, and then it pulled back on me, right? Pretty instantly, I was up. So I'm gonna trying to target these lows, but you're getting a bullish reaction now, right? I think I was up right away, pretty quick, and you're getting a yoke back the opposite direction, guys. So you gotta love it. Sometimes that happens, guys. So I'm gonna close that out. I don't like the reaction on that trade. So sometimes that happens. Got to be quicker to the trigger, I guess. So yeah, pretty instantly, I think, right? I was up, what, 13 points, 14 points, and then you had a yoke. All right, so let's check something here. High, low was 475. All right, so
Bro, I got you a surprise.
really?
Got you a surprise from the thing. I bought it for D-Money.
Really?
The real owner of the $16 million Pikachu. It's D-Money. Don't look at it.
Oh, he said
Put
don't
it
look.
on.
He said don't look at it.
Put it
Oh
on.
man.
D-Money got the $1 million Pikachu.
Oh man, guys, let's go,
Now
guys.
they gave everybody who went to the
To that event.
like this memorable
Nice,
memorabilia.
guys.
That looks good on you.
Come on, man.
That looks good on you, D.
Hey, I appreciate it, guys. I'm rich.
I fucked up because I wonder. I saw people wearing them and I was just so busy with everything else and I forgot. And I should have had fucking Logan Paul sign it.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to. I was just,
Yeah, like one of the guys. Yeah, he had it. He had him sign it.
yeah.
Well, I was rich for a second, guys.
Sorry.
She go.
Go.
Oh man. Yeah, it is. It is. Put Jerome on a card. So yeah, gotta be a little careful here, chat, because just got yoked, right? Was up like 15 points, and yoked back the opposite direction. And I'm watching this because you got pretty close to equal lows here on these two candles, right? So got to be careful here, guys. So yeah, we'll see, right? Kind of building out to go bearish. Got exhaustion up there. And we'll let this play out a little bit, right? I see those equal lows to the left. That's a little concerning, but so you had a low of 24,475, guys, and then low of the previous candle, 24,476. So like when it's within a point, a lot of times you'll get a reaction back the opposite direction. Pretty significantly, right? So it'll pretty much snap up here to like 578. So we'll see what happens here. Look at the pump, guys. Man, oh man, guys, it happened so quick. And couldn't even. Oh man, you gotta love it. Look at those. Look at that equal low pump, chat. It happened so quick, I couldn't even switch over, guys. Oh my goodness, man. Wow. Guys. You gotta love it. Well, never fear. We're green, guys. Counts up $550. Let's go. So, yeah, that pump was crazy, guys, right? So look at the equal lows, guys. I'm telling you guys, it prints. So after a huge sell-off to the downside, guys, I called it out, right? 24,475 was the low of this candle with the first arrow to the left. Previous 5-minute candle, 24,476 within a point. And you got a huge bounce, guys. This thing bounced so quick that I couldn't even switch over to the screen. So 69-point reversal, guys. Equal lows. Cray with Lil Ray Ray. So that's something that happens, guys, quite often after a huge sell-off, and that's why I was kind of saying that, right? I got yoked on the first setup because, right, I was up like 15 points and yoked back the opposite direction. Looked to the left, saw the equal lows, measured it out, and then you got a reversal coming up here. So you got to love it. D-Money for equal lows, you talking bodies or wicks? No, I'm talking the low of the candle itself. You got to include the wick. Right? So, yeah, it's the total lows. So if you look at and look at it, it's still pumping, guys. Wow. 99 points to the upside. All right, so cray with Lil Ray Ray. So if you guys took the equal low trade, guys, drop a W in the chat. I mean, that's unbelievable that right now this thing has rebounded basically 105 points back the opposite direction. But yeah, I mean, that's trading, chat, right? It's trading. So got chopped basically on the short, saw the equal low and took a long. And man, oh man, look at that reversal. So now, all right, we're back inside of the opening range, guys. Right? We're back inside the 15-minute ORB. So somebody's saying, where would I enter? Well, now you got to wait because you want to see the reaction now, guys, right? This looks like a W pattern. You can see a double, if you want to call it a double bottom, right? But it's like a W pattern, right? You had a sell off, you had a push up, you had a 2 bearish candles, and then I'll push back up. So that could be a bullish pattern. Just got to wait and see how this thing forms, guys. Obviously took the long on the equal lows. Look at this crazy bounce.
I mean, you know what's funny? If y'all would have watched the morning show, you would know exactly what's happening. I talked about the yank to the top, the yank to the bottom. It's like playing that extreme range, right? Like once that range breaks, you got to expect, like, if we're gonna chop, then what we're gonna do? We're gonna go right back up in there. So I'm gonna go open some Pokemon cards. I'll be back at 2 o'clock. If I'm not here at 2 o'clock, that means that the Pokemon cards went really, really bad, and I'm in a dumpster somewhere.
Hopefully not.
Or a ditch.
Hopefully it goes well.
Me and Jerome, we got one down the street. I know a guy. He said he got some Pokemon cards in the hood.
Oh man, yeah. You might want to carry.
No, he said.
Carry the gun.
He said they good.
Carry the gun.
There's a guy in the hood who's got about 300 Pokemon cards, and I'm gonna go see what they're worth. So he said cash $100 bills only though. It was weird. So
yeah, those cash only deals. Man. Yeah, brain to roll.
Wish me luck. Jerome's beat me there. This is Jerome's Connect.
Yeah. Oh man, he knows the guy. Guys, pray for PW. Oh man.
Pray for me, Chad. I'll be back at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, PW will be back at 2 o'clock, guys. Doing power hour 2 to 4. You already know. But yeah, so equal lows, guys. I'm gonna definitely drop a video on that because, guys, that pattern happens quite often. So I was listening pre-market, obviously before I even hopped on stream, right? Heard PW kind of talking about, you know, price was kind of setting up in a range. And when you look to the left here, guys, at this crazy bounce that occurred, guys, and you had this crazy candle of about, it was 100 plus points to the upside, right? It's like 125 points, guys. Look at the lows here, right? The low of the bearish candle was 24,578.50, and the low of the bullish candle was 24,578. So what I've noticed is that if it's less than a point, guys, if it's less than a point, if it's like a half a point within the low of the previous candle, guys, you're going to get a lot of times you're going to get some kind of reversal after a sell-off, right? So keep that in mind, guys. All right, so now we got to wait, right? Let's see what happens with this current 5-minute candle, chat. Meaning that, is it going to reject the 14 and 50 EMA and the sellers step back in and take price back to the downside? Because you had a nice size reversal, obviously, to the EMAs, and you had, right now you're getting your rejection, right? So curious to see how this candle closes out. And look at this sell-off, guys. Look at the sell-off right back down so far, right? I mean, cray with Lil Ray Ray. Almost 187 points down. You had 100 plus points to the upside, and you got 100, right? 150 points almost to the upside. And right now you got a sell-off of 90 points right back down. So never fear volatilities here, guys. So we'll see how this 5-minute candle closes out. PW will be back at 2 o'clock. He just said it. He's going to open some Pokemon cards, right? So he'll be back at 2, guys. 2 to 4. Pretty boy, he's saying that this turns him on. I'm not sure what turns you on, sir, but hopefully it's not me. So I'm just saying, hopefully it's the Pokemon cards. Is Tradeovate copier working for you? Yeah, it's working. Yeah, look at the rejection here, guys. This is cray with Lil Ray Ray, right? 104 points. Right back down. So if you got long, you know, that's why sometimes it's important, guys, to wait for those retracements, because I mean, you just got obviously destroyed if you tried to long from basically 24,633. You got destroyed. I mean, you got to call it what it is, guys, right? 30 seconds left approximately on the 5-minute chart for this candle to close out, and we'll see what happens. D-Money, you should try the VWAP. It's a solid rejection point. Yeah, I had it on my chart at one point. I just stick to what I stick to, right? Yeah, it looks like, so somebody's saying it's an equal high. So the high of the candle was 641, the high of the previous candle was 640. So I like it within like less than a point, but I mean, obviously that's pretty close, right? I would say if we break below 543, guys, short, right, let it build up a little bit, but break back down below 543, we could be ready to challenge 498. Right? So I'm going to try that, guys. Quick short. Whoa, 15 points. See if we can get down here. There's over 15 points, guys. See if this thing drops continuation to the downside, or if it's going to yoke me, right? You had about 15 points, and then you got a reaction. So wanted it down here to retest these lows. All right, there's there you go. Let's see if it continues. Struggling, guys, right? But you want to flush here. Obviously, we had the rejection. All right, so let's see if they can flush this thing. All right, there's 10 points plus. Come on, baby. Having a hard time here, right? Flushing, guys. Man, got snapped again. So I took that off, guys. All right. Was up about 15 points. Wanted more continuation to the downside, and wasn't going to give it a lot of room, guys, right, because of the snapback. Right? It's kind of snapping right back up. If it loses, yeah, right now I'm not bullish, guys, obviously, right? We just had a bearish reaction, but to the downside, right? But sometimes you don't get the follow through, guys. Had a couple trades that I got basically snapped on, right? Back the opposite direction. I still feel that we're going to retest these lows, 461 or lower, because we've already rejected the EMAs with momentum. But it's messy, right? It's not clean, guys. And sometimes that happens, right? I'll rather cut the trade off and re-enter once the momentum kind of steps back into the market. The account's still green, because I only gave that probably, what, 10 points. And we'll see what I can frame here, guys. I just need continuation here. It's kind of frustrating, not gonna lie, right, that we don't get the follow through. That's two trades, right? The first trade was up 15 points. They yoked it back the opposite direction. This trade was up roughly 15 points. They yoked it back the opposite direction. So, and I wasn't gonna give this a lot of room, guys. If we can take out 510, then yeah, we're probably headed to 460. So maybe I'll be interested there. But there's no, you just want the follow through here. unfortunately, right? So if we lose 510, that would be an area like where I would say, you know what? Bears are stepping in, guys. We're gonna head lower. If we can't lose that area, then could be some trickery going on here after a big move already to the downside, guys. That's how I gotta play it. Somebody said they're in a game. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, they could wanna. Now you do have a lower high. I like the lower high, guys. Right? I do like the lower high that just happened on the previous 5-minute candle. So far, right? Rejection off the 14 EMA. So I will want to see us lose the low here, 506. All right, and then continue to the downside, guys. Should be nothing stopping us now, right, from heading down here. But we'll see. 462 would be an area of interest or lower if they're going to flush this thing to the downside. Right? Previous lows, like sitting down there. All right, let's see if I get yoked again, guys. All right, there's 20 points. Come on, guys. 20 points. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. All right, there's 20 points. Let's see if we get a flush. All right, we're going to take that off, guys. Unreal. Unreal. You got to love it. Reaction right back up so far. Triple bottom. Well, I mean, it could form. Yeah, you need one more candle though. I personally think it's gonna flush these lows down here at 462, guys. But we'll see, right? Because we've already that's the frustration of it, right? We've already had a retracement to the EMA and we reject it. So to head back down, it's just a matter of can they take it here. Now, if we hold this level, absolutely, right? If we start to kind of hold this level here, then yeah. So the low of this candle, 24,475. The low of the current candle, 480, right? So 480 was the low. So we'll kind of see. Not a lot of and I'm kind of playing into the theory, guys, right? On the 15-minute chart. The rejection off the EMAs. And then you get this 2-candle pattern, and then this candle basically flushes the lows and heads a lot lower. And you got a lot of time left on the current 15-minute candle, guys, so got to keep an eye on it. If we lose 462, there you go, right? Now it's starting to put in some lower lows. If we lose that 460, there it is, right? Took a while. Well, I can guarantee you there's some people that got stopped out there because they were trying to go long. Got my $900 for the day on Tradeify. Thanks for the good day, DMONEY. You the man. Hey, congrats. You did all the work, not me, right? Yeah, I felt, like I said, guys, it's not clean right now. That's the only issue. It is dropping, right? We're putting in lower lows at this point, but these little reactions, you don't like the reactions, right? The wicks, basically, right? price puts in a low and then it snaps back the opposite direction on you. $28 seconds left on the current 5-minute candle. So, I mean, that's trading. Sometimes it's not going to be perfect, guys. Right? I mean, you got to call it what it is. But never fear, as we got a new 5-minute candle that opened. Okay, so now this is starting to kind of frame itself out. We had a lower low that was put in, right? Lower low. You want price to push up, form some kind of lower high, and then continuation to the downside at this point, right? That would be ideal, guys. So if you're a bear, you don't want 24,449 to get taken out. Previous candle's high. You want that to stay intact because we've already rejected the EMAs. I'm itching to short off the EMA. Yeah, I know, man. But the problem is, will it get there, right? So that's where it becomes a little difficult, right? Because we've already had a couple rejections off the EMA. See how we're selling down right now? We might not get back to the EMA. That's the problem. We might not get all the way back to the EMA, to be honest. We'll see. So a little shaky after that big momentum push, guys, right? We had a big momentum push to the upside. We had a push to the downside, obviously, and then now we're headed lower. Just a matter of letting this thing set up a little bit. Got chopped on a few trades, right? Was up 15 points on 2 trades, I believe, actually, right? And then it yoked back the opposite direction. You gotta love it. D, I'm having a bad day following you, my friend. I'm losing. Well, my account's green, so I'm not sure what you're doing, but you might want to look at your sizing, right? So I'm sized appropriately, guys, on the account, right? So I'm not gonna, you could have took first of all, we're not a signal service, right? But if you took the trades that I called out, you were up 15 points, more than likely, probably on each trade, right? And you probably held it. So, yeah, exactly. If you're losing, you're not listening. Yeah, I hate to be that guy, guys, but I'm literally, right? The 2 trades that I closed out for like a 10-point stop or whatever it was, I literally... The trades were literally green. So if you decided to hold it, I mean, that's on you. I don't hit buy or sell for you, right? At all. I'm just trying to manage my risk, guys. The account's green, is up $500, right? And you're getting this wick action. Meaning that price moves in the direction you want it to move, and then it wicks back the opposite direction. There's nothing, I can't control that, right? But so like even like here, right? You will want continuation to the downside. Price already formed a nice top wick. You want lows broken below 449. And then because the frustration here is that there's a lot of bearish momentum. There's a lot of room to the downside, guys, but that doesn't mean that it has to happen right away, right? Because we're going out to higher time frame. 4-hour chart, and what I mean by that is, I mean, you can get down as low as this level down here, 240 area, guys. There's a lot of room, but you need the momentum to have follow through to the downside. Oh man, you gotta love it. He don't take credit when you follow him on green. He's definitely not going to take credit if you lose. Yeah, I don't. Guys, yeah, you would know that, right? If you tune into the D-Money show. Same thing with PW, guys, right? We don't take credit for your trades. You're hitting buy or sell. You want continuation here to the downside, right? You want new lows. That would be ideal here, guys. Flush basically below the previous candle's low of 24,449. But see how it's like it wants to flush, but then you get a bullish reaction right back up, right? And that's what's choppy, guys. That's what's basically happening. Look at this reaction right back up. You gotta love it. So the reaction here, just to kind of paint the picture, guys, there's a 45-point pop right back up. Next 5-minute candle. So definitely choppy price action so far, guys, right? And I mean, when this happens, you got to be patient. A lot of people getting chopped up right now. I want new lows down here, guys. It's just a matter of will they give it to me, right? And your short right now has to basically be off the wicks. So it's not as easy right now, right? Meaning that your entry needs to be close to the previous candle's high, as an example. That's the best entry, guys. Because if you get in down here, you can get chopped. All right, so let's see how this frames out here. Are we going to put in a new low? Why are we going short at support? Where do you see support? The daily chart's bearish. I don't see support here, like, to be honest. I'm not trying to be funny. Right? I mean, yeah, you had a bounce the last time you were close to this area, but price is in bearish momentum, right? Look at all the wicks. Right? Now, does it have to get down to this bottom gray box? Absolutely not. It doesn't have to, guys. Right? Because this level right here could be close enough. Right? It just tapped it. Right? So it did tap a level. So I have to say that. So whoever said it about support, it did tap a reactionary level. It's just a matter of what they want to do at this point with price. So gotta wait and see, guys. Right? So the low of this previous 5-minute candle was 24,455. The low of the current candle, 456. So guess what? That is an equal low setup. Could be primed for a pop here to the upside. Keep that in mind, guys. Would not be surprised, right, if you get a pop here, because that's a pretty close. That's a pretty equal, right? You're talking less than a point. So you might get one of those crazy reactions here, and all of a sudden you're looking, we're back at 540 or higher, right? So we'll see how this candle closes out. So not much to do right now, guys, right? Letting this kind of frame up a little bit. You got close to equal lows on the current 5-minute chart. We did tap into a 1-hour level, reactionary level, right? So I mean, I can't deny that, right? We had a push into it. Look at the pop here. So yeah, I mean, I'm quick equal low push, guys, right? Whoa, 15 points out of nowhere. Saw the reaction, wanted to take it, guys, right? Want to pump up here. There's over 10 points. $15 points. All right, we'll take that off for 15, guys. And you got more pump. So if you took that, you got more pump, right? Over 20 points on that trade because it just popped higher. So another equal low setup for a bounce. If you took the equal low trade, guys, drop a W in the chat. Saw the setup, called it out, took the trade. You gotta love it. Let's go. Counts up $1,000 now, guys. Right? Where's the equal low? Oh, don't you worry. I'm gonna show you in a second. Oh man, so clearly you didn't take that trade, but never fear, D-Money's here. Yeah, do me a solid, guys. We've been getting some messy price action here, but nevertheless, trying to keep the streak alive. If you haven't already, guys, do me a solid, hit the like button. Looks like we're only at 769 likes. I know we didn't start today at 9, but got to keep the streak alive here. We got 4,400 people, almost 4,500 tuned into the show, guys. So do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Called out multiple trades that printed here, and it's not. That's why you have to be careful, guys, with risk management, and be sized appropriately, because when the right setup comes, you're able to capitalize. Right? We just hit 1,000 likes, so I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, gotta keep it going, guys. Right? We got over 4,000 people tuned into the show. Do me a solid, hit the like button. And we're gonna cover the equal low setup that I saw here. So somebody said, where was the equal low? So remember, guys, and it's still pumping here. So my theory on equal lows, guys, one of the things that I discovered is that basically if price has some down momentum, as an example, guys, right? We had selling pressure. I'm gonna drop a video on this. Don't you worry, guys. Right? We had selling pressure to the downside, right? And then you had a low put in here on this 10:30 5-minute candle of 24,449.25. Let me pull this up real quick. Right? You had a low put in there. And then the next candle, guys, the low was 24,455.25. The next candle after that was 24,456. So these two candles, guys, if it's within a point, to me, that's an equal low. That's close to being an equal low. It's close enough, guys. Less than a point, right? So I'm looking for a reversal. And typically, keep in mind, guys, that the EMA is typically going to get tapped. But at least they'll try to make an attempt. But I mean, look at this, guys. That was basically 128 points. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm still on a 5-minute candle. 5-minute chart. Yeah, the video will be on this channel, guys. I only post content and comment on the BDH channel, guys. Right? I don't post anywhere else. I'm part of the BDH fam. So you gotta love it, guys. So never fear. The green is here, right? So the count's up $1,055, guys. It's not about, and I think, to be honest, this is probably a good indication today when price is a little choppy, and you're basically managing your risks by closing out a trade if you don't like the price action, because I did that a couple times, right? I was up 15 points. Price basically had a yoke reaction a couple times. I closed the trade out, all right? Just waited for something better. No, I did not lose any accounts, guys. I did not lose any accounts. I didn't lose any accounts, guys. I showed that earlier, right? I just been trading single accounts here because you got that account that's up 1160, right? And then you have, hold on one second. Go back here, pull this up. You got this account that's up 1055, right? And that's the only 2 accounts that I traded today, guys. I normally trade 3 Lucid accounts. I've only traded 2 so far, right? And then I traded the 20 Apex accounts. Those accounts are up like $10,000, right? The PA accounts made $400 and I think it was like $95 per account, right? So yeah, I didn't lose any accounts. I just remember, guys, I did not do 9 a.m. today, so did not do the 9 a.m. Stream today. So I'm just spreading the trades out through trading them separately. That's all. These are this is the Apex accounts, guys, right? So 500, almost $500 times 20, right? 495 times 20, you got your number on the PA account. So I'm grinding these up, guys. I was trading silver, and now that you're no longer able to temporarily at the moment trade silver on Apex, so now I'm kind of changing my strategy a little bit, guys. And I'm interested here. I think, to be honest, all I'm gonna do on these accounts, guys, is trade equal lows and equal highs, to be honest. So I'll keep you guys posted on that, right? That's the plan. But yeah. D-Money, I reached the target yesterday for the 50K eval on Apex. How come I still can't activate it on the PA today? Tried to reach Apex, but they are radio silent. Yeah, so there's probably, you're going to get the email today, guys. Remember, yesterday was a bank holiday, and anything that you traded between, typically I think it's Sunday and today, it's going to count as 1 day, guys. So you're going to get the past email. So if you hit the $3,000 threshold on Apex, Apex is 80% off right now. You're running out of time on that, by the way, guys. Use the code PW. But basically, yeah, you'll get the email tonight, typically between 5 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it'll prompt you to activate the PA. Let's go. Congrats. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, it's 1 day, guys. So don't be alarmed if you didn't get it. It's only because it was a bank holiday, so things are off a little bit, right? It's all combined. So keep that in mind for your consistency rule, though, that if you are trading your PA accounts as an example, and you got a 50K Apex PA account, and you're trying to get a payout of $2,000, and you want to stay within the 30% consistency rule, you cannot go above $4,100 in profit, right? Hey D, can you also do a video on the ORB? Yeah, we'll do a video on the opening range setup. Don't you fear. What copy trade? Yeah, Tradeovate prop. That's the preferred platform of the BDH. You already know. All right, guys. So how are we feeling out there as we kind of wait for price to do its thing here? It's kind of stuck in between both EMAs, right? So dropping some sauce here, guys, right? Equal lows Now, I'm only taking equal lows, chat, after a huge sell-off, right? So, as an example, right, I need to see a downtrend happen, right? I'm not just taking it after one candle, guys. And if you notice here, that's you had about a sell-off of 190 points to the downside, guys, right? So that's when I'm starting to look for. After you get a healthy sell-off, I'm looking for in basically some kind of reversal off an equal low. And now your initial target can be the candle closure, waiting for this candle to close, right? And then closing the trade out. Or you can try to target the EMA, because a lot of times, even if we're gonna head lower, you'll get these reactions after a sell-off back to the EMA, right? But that's happened twice, guys, right? And it happens quite often. You would be surprised. And I just started basically kind of noticing when I'm like looking at these lows and I'm like, wait a second, right? Does the equal low strategy also apply for equal highs? Yes. So it just reversed, right? So it would be basically the opposite. It would be the opposite, right? So instead of looking for like a sell-off here, you would be looking for a pump to the upside, right? After, you know, if price is in basically, you're gonna look for the opposite of what's going on. So for the for equal lows for longs, I'm looking for a sell-off, guys, right? For equal highs, I'm looking for the opposite, right? So just keep that in mind. It's just reverse, but it still applies, guys. So don't you fear. I just told the editor content is near. He looked at me and shook his head. So you gotta love it. So we're gonna wait here, guys. You got the 1 hour candle that's gonna close out. I'm gonna see how this candle closes out, right? So I won't be taking a trade here until this 1 hour candle closes. You got about 3 minutes and 23 seconds. So don't you worry, guys. If you thought I forgot, I got your forecast for Fort Lauderdale here. Temperature today, currently at the moment, is 77 degrees. It's a little cloudy outside, so no rain though. So the high today is going to be 78. Looks like the low overnight was 64 degrees. And that is your Fort Lauderdale forecast. So you got to love it. So if you're somewhere cold, I know PW talked about New Jersey earlier. We good. We're chilling, guys. Can you pass Flex in 1 day? No, you cannot. It's 2 days. You got to do the Lucid Pro account. Lucid Pro is 1 day. Thank God DMONEY is dropping the real sauce. Thank you for the weather report. Let's go. Don't you worry, I got you covered, guys. As we wait for this 1 hour candle to close out. You gotta love it. So as we wait, guys, we got about 1 minute and 58 seconds. It's a Tuesday here. So where are you guys trading from? Let's get it rolling. Where are you guys trading from? Obviously, I'm here in South Florida. Me and the BDH fam. Just curious to know. I see Germany, Toronto, Tampa, Vegas, NYC. Let's go. Know it's probably cold there. Gotta love it. South Africa, Afghanistan, Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, Costa Rica. Let's go. Jamaica. I love Jamaica, man. Not gonna lie. I've been there 3 times, guys, and I definitely wanna. But I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to hit Turks and Caicos. That would be like an ideal like island spot, maybe for like 2 or 3 days. You know. Bahamas, Colorado, San Diego, Spain. Let's go. Pembroke Pines, right by the Walmart. Okay. All right. I know the area. I know the location. I know that store. That store, that's actually store 920, sir. That Walmart store. So if you didn't know that, that's store 920. And the store manager, his name is DeLon. So guess what? If you're not happy with the service there, don't let me know. Let him know. Let's go. You gotta love it. Brazil, Finland, Kissimmee. Somebody said they're shorting here. Yeah, I'm not looking for anything, guys, until the 1 hour candle closes, right? So, and I'll let the 5 minute candle basically open up and establish itself, guys, right? So London, got Canada in the house, Lake Worth, Texas, Oxford, UK, Boynton Beach. Okay. Ran a store in Boynton Beach. Ran a Walmart store right off US 1 there. You gotta love it. DR, okay. Sweden, Kenya. You gotta love it, guys. 1,000 people watching in Doral. Oh man, you gotta love it, guys. You gotta love it, right? So guys, we don't take it for granted, guys. We appreciate the support. I'm always humble when I do this, guys. Peru, see Minnesota, India, crazy. So, all right, 1 hour candle close. It was bullish. Lower low though, wasn't able to put in a higher high compared to the previous 1 hour candle. We're hanging out right below 24,604, which is the daily candles range, or sorry, the ORB, 15-minute ORB candles. Your high level there, right? So let's make sure that's accurate here. Yeah, right. We're hanging out right above. We're right back inside of the opening range now, guys. So this is like one of those times where you got to be patient here, see what happens. Not gonna rush anything, right? Looks like a W pattern forming though on the 5 minute chart, right? You got selling pressure to the downside. You had a retracement, a push back up. You had selling pressure to the downside. Currently, you got to push back up, right? So if we take out 641 level, that pretty much confirms the W pattern. And but yeah, we're right back inside of the ORB, guys. Man, oh man. Somebody said they was getting short there, guys. I hate to say it, but that account might be gone. Because you just had a 68-point reversal, guys, right? Or continuation in less than 2 minutes that this 5 minute candle's been open. So a lot of bullish momentum stepping back into the market right now. So shorts for me are not in play at the moment, guys, right? Because we just reclaimed the low of 24,605.75, which is the opening range candles low. So that's telling you right now that bulls are attempting and willing to take price higher. Because if you're bearish, you want us to stay below the opening range. And also, guys, we just were able to reclaim yesterday's daily candles low of 24,578 as well. So there's a lot of bullish momentum right now, guys, in the market. Need to let this frame up a little bit and see what happens here. How do you get your name in blue? You're not going to get your name in blue, sir, unless you're employed by the BDH. I love you. Jay Chill, you missed a message earlier about the 5 minute fair value gap. Yeah, I don't trade fair value gaps though. So even if I saw the message, nothing against it. I mean, I'm glad. I mean, it looks like you made money, right? So props to you for that, but I don't trade fair value gaps. So let's see what happens here, guys. Javier, why is Jerome at the RV resort? I have no idea. I mean, that's it. Listen, your guess is as good as mine, sir. Let's see. Yeah, hey, I'm not sure. So if you guys haven't already, you got a chance to check it out. WhereJerome.com. If you want to keep tabs on my biggest hater, guys. right? If you see them, let me know. Hey, guys, I don't have an issue calling the authorities, right? I will call the authorities, guys. You know, the older people, they don't say cops, they say authorities, right? I don't have an issue calling the authorities. Let's go. You gotta love it. Nevertheless, guys, all right, so we'll have to try to frame this out. We're hanging out above 24,605. Opening range, candles low on the 5-minute chart. A lot of bullish momentum here. You want almost some kind of retracement though, right? And then continuation to the upside, guys. This is going to continue. 15-minute candle looks very bullish with, I mean, pretty much no retracement, guys, right? Look at the bottom wick on the current 15-minute candle. It's literally 6 points. Jerome has a grinder and 2 Cadillac converters in his hand running through the park. Well, you know what that means. Look out. Shout out to Eric Wilson. You're doing fantastic, D-Money. Blessings to you. You deserve it. Hey, I appreciate that. Thanks for the kind words. I don't take it for granted, guys. I do my best, right? I'm not perfect, guys. Every trade's not going to work out. You're trading a market that you have no control over, right? All you can do is take your setups based off of what you're familiar with and what your risk tolerance, etc., guys, right? And you guys saw that today. I mean, I'm basically grinding here, right? Counts up $1,100 after getting chopped. You gotta love it. And we'll see what else we can get here. I would just love some kind of retracement, basically, right? Because if you look at where did the bullish momentum start, and I hate to say this, guys, because it's gonna make all of us frustrated, right? we've been extending higher since that pretty much equal low trade that I called out. You guys realize that, right? 240 point pop to the upside. D-Money, I just passed 350K Apex evals. Let's go. Hey, congrats. I'm happy for you. Now the party starts, right? So the party starts, meaning that, you know, once you activate the PA, you know, you got an opportunity to get a payout. So congrats. I wish nothing but the best for you, man. If you're a man, right? No offense if you're not. So I don't want to be rude here. Cool part about trading, guys, and being in this space is that you can want to see other people win. So just had to text the baby mama, guys, and tell her that I'm streaming. She tried to call me FaceTime, I guess, to see my daughter. You gotta love it, right? So never fear, the push is here, and I need some kind of pullback to try to join this party, guys. You got a nice W pattern that just basically confirmed itself, right? 24,700 level just got taken, and now I want to see maybe a retracement down to like 600 level and then continuation, right, to try to join the party long. So we'll see if we can get a trade here. Right now I don't have a setup. Should I trade a couple of micros or one mini on the 50K? That's totally up to you. What I'll tell you is that Apex does have obviously rules that you have to follow in order to get payouts. So I would say make sure you check out the FAQ section on the page to make sure you abide by their rules. 30% consistency rule. You also have an MAE rule that you need to make sure you're in compliance with, right? So that's totally up to you. Send her the link. One more viewer and maybe a like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she's gonna like it or not. You know, you never know. I just need a pullback here, guys, to try to get long, right? Unfortunately, I can't just jump in here. So we'll see how this next 5-minute candle kind of opens up. Can we get a pullback for more continuation. Obviously, this is looking really bullish right now at the moment. So clearly 24,815, guys. That's the opening range candles high would be in play. So there's some room up there, right? To get there, right? A little bit less than 100 points. But I need some kind of pullback. You've had already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles, and you've had a push of basically 200 plus points. So 280 points almost, guys. Just straight up, pretty much, right? So which is a little frustrating, right? I can't front. I can't lie, guys. But hey. See if we get a pullback here and try to join the momentum to the upside. Yeah, I'm going to go with micro, safer bet, since I'm copy trading 3. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Plenty of pullbacks on the 1 minute chart. Yeah, I'm sure there is, but I don't trade it. So I don't trade the 1 minute chart. Nothing against it, but it's not for me, right? Got to know yourself as a trader. Do you have any take profit trader accounts? Not at the moment. I'm using TraderBait Prop. So I'm copy trading on TraderBait Prop. It's the preferred platform of the BDH. You already know. As we kind of wait here for some kind of pullback, guys, hopefully, right? 15-minute candle has 3 minutes and 43 seconds left. And we'll see what we can get here. Looks like we're at 1,200 likes, guys. Do me a solid, hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed to the channel, as we continue to upside push, you know what to do. Very interesting here, guys, right? I mean, it's kind of like, let me check something here. All right, so today is obviously the 17th. No news, no red folder news, right? So that's not it's just kind of crazy today as far as, you know, you had a push to the upside, 9:30. You had a sell-off, massive sell-off, guys, to the downside, roughly 346 points. And then now you got a reaction to the upside of 300 points. So we're ranging. We're in a big old range, guys. That's basically what it is, right? Can we get some kind of pullback here to try to join the momentum? You got to love it. What a weird open. Yeah, I know. Baby boy D-Money, take some trades today. I'm just tuning in. Yeah, I took multiple trades today. The count's up over $1,000. Did not trade. Obviously, PW did the open today, guys. I think he's doing it tomorrow as well. So I came on right at 11, right before 11, guys. Or sorry, right before 10. Sorry about that. And basically got chopped a couple times, right? Was up like 15 points on a couple trades. The trades that printed today for me, guys, were equal lows. You got to love it. So, I mean, and right now we're just shooting straight up, guys. Look at the current 15-minute candle. I mean, no bottom wick. It's only 5 points, the bottom wick on the open on the 15-minute candle, guys. Cray with Lil Ray Ray. So we're quickly approaching 24,815. 15-minute candle opening range high. You got to love it. D-Money, do you have a goal amount with those Apex accounts? Yeah, I'm taking it slow. I'm trying to be selective, guys. I was trading silver, right? And obviously, at the moment, you can't trade silver with Apex. They are 80% off right now, by the way. Use the code PW. But so I'm gonna be looking for equal low setups, guys. Equal lows, and equal highs. But it only applies, like I said, if there's a downtrend or uptrend, right? So that's how I'm trying to frame it, guys. So if there's been a massive sell-off, I'm looking for a reversal potential with an equal low, because the beauty about the equal low setup for me, guys, is that I can control my stop, right? Because like down here, right, as an example, this equal low setup, my stop can be 10 points. Because I know if it violates the low, the equal low setup, then I don't want to be in the long anymore, right? So it kind of gives you, I can have tighter stops and then validation point. That's why I like the equal low setups and equal high setups. All right, so get some hesitation here. Just a little frustrated that we didn't get, right? 15-minute candle, guys. No top, no bottom wick. Literally like 5 points. So you gotta love it. High was 787, right? Previous 15-minute candle, roughly 24,787 was the high. So are we gonna get a deeper pullback now? Or are we gonna just push right up to the highs up here? 24,815 remains to be seen. I would love a pullback though, right? Build out maybe some higher low, guys. Bullish engulfing candle, another equal low setup, and ride that baby to the moon, as an example. That's what I would love to see, but you don't always get what you want, chat. We'll see. Somebody said equal high. Yeah, what time frame you're looking at? Maybe you're on a lower time frame. I don't see an equal high up here. What time frame are you referring to? Because I don't see that. Maybe you're on a lower time frame. Yeah, you're probably on the 1 minute. Yeah, I don't trade the 1 minute chart, guys. A lot of fake outs for me. So based on how I trade, so I have to stick to what I know. 1 minute. Yeah, I just saw that. Yep. Could be the start of a little retracement here. What's the entry setup for the equal low? Yeah, I've said it multiple times, guys, right? So basically you're looking for, like for me, for an equal low for a long, I'm looking for selling pressure with a lot of momentum, guys. We had that here, right? We had basically 190 point sell off to the downside. And then I'm looking for obviously a low to be established, and then I want like the next candle to basically put in the same, or the low for me, guys, it has to be the exact same low, or it has to be less than a point. That's just my qualifications for it, right? If it's less than a point difference, guys, that for me is still equal low, right? And once I see price pushing to the upside, I'm going to enter the trade, and my stop loss is back below the equal low, as an example, right? So I'll have a video. We'll drop some content on it. We'll definitely drop the ORB content as well. So never fear. The BDH is here. So yeah, just not much going on here yet, guys, right? Now, if we break above 24,815, that's great because we're above the opening range, right? And there's room to the upside up here if they're really gonna push it. Daily candle right now, guys, look at the bottom wick on the daily chart. Right? So that's Cray Cray with Lil Ray Ray. So if you kind of measure the bottom wick of the daily chart, obviously, right? So 24,783, which gives you about roughly 330 points, guys. So the bottom wick on the current daily candle is roughly 330 points. So clearly the bulls are attempting to take this thing higher at the moment. A lot of bullish buying pressure, guys, right? To the upside. And that 15-minute candle, pretty much, I mean, you had no bottom wick. It just pretty much shot straight up, guys. All right, 191 pop, almost 200 point pop to the upside. That's why I'm saying I need to wait, right? I want some kind of retracement. Who is Ray? Lil Ray Ray. Yeah, Cray Cray with Lil Ray Ray. Honestly, guys, that's not an actual person. I just came up with that saying. I got a lot of sayings, guys, that tend to be a little catchy. So that's one of them. D-Money, the way you only risk less than 10 points. Great one, brother. Yeah, and that's the thing, guys, right? Somebody made a comment. They were like, oh, D-Money, I'm losing money today, or whatever the case may be. Well, and like I literally said it, right? I said, well, maybe you didn't size right, or your stop, like, right? That's trading, guys, right? Like if you didn't take the 15-point winning trade, because I got chopped twice. I think I was up 15 points on 2 trades, and I wanted more, right? I didn't get the continuation. When I didn't like the price action, I closed the trade out, right? But I didn't blow all of my ammunition, as an example, right, so to speak. I still had some ammunition left for an A+ setup, and that was the equal lows. So that's why I wasn't sweating it, guys. All right, but if you went all in on one setup and you get chopped up, now you're pissed off at D-Money, or you're pissed off at PW. I mean, you got to take some ownership there, right? And that's why I literally said it, right? I'm like, hey, I'm green. And I think at the time on the account, I was up like $500, right? I literally showed that I was up like $500. So the account's up 1,023, right? So it's like, it's just waiting for your setups, guys. Sometimes you're going to get chopped up. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it, honestly, right? Like, I mean, sometimes price is not ready to, even if you're right on the direction, guys. I say this all the time to my brother, because my brother trades. He's starting to try to go heavy in the paint, right? So even if you're right on the direction, guys, your entry could be off, or you could be early, and you might get chopped. Right? I mean, that's there, and there's nothing. So this would be an example right now, guys, of an equal high on the 5-minute chart. This candle and this candle right here. That's forming, guys. Because the high of the green candle was 24,787. The high of this candle, 24,787.50, right? So if it obviously, right? So if you're like, hey, I want to short this, right? Well, if you shorted it, you would have got, if your stop was right above the 787, you would have got stopped. You got, and I'm not in a trade, guys. So I'm saying that right now, right? I'm not in the trade. I just saw the high, right? And it got taken out. So that's invalid now, right? The equal high is invalid. But that's what you would be looking for, obviously, right? If you're looking to go short, you want to see a lot of bullish momentum in the market, and you want to see equal highs, as an example, bearish engulfing candles, etc., guys. Something that's kind of telling you that bears are stepping back in and they're going to take price. They're going to take price lower, as an example, right? So now, yeah, that trade, you would have got stopped out. If your entry was like 780, your stop would have been 787 or 788, whatever, right? You would have had like an 8-point stop, as an example, and then you look for the next setup. A lot of bullish momentum, guys. Don't really have a great entry yet, unless you're putting your stop basically for longs below the previous candle's low at the moment. But it's hard to want to do that when we've had basically a reversal of 340 points, guys, right? With no real decent retracement. So that's the only issue I see here. Got to be patient, see what happens. If we break above 24,815, that's your 15-minute candles opening range high. And I mean, you would have to go up time frames to probably the 30-minute chart, and that's where that 24,880 level could be a target of a level of interest if we get up there, right? As a potential price target. 200 EMA. That's how I'm reading it right now. I'd like to see a 5-minute close above that, I think. Yeah, I know. Yeah, somebody said beautiful W pattern. Yeah, I agree, guys. Look at the W pattern, right? I mean, it's clear as day, right? You had a huge sell-off. You had a retracement back up. You had a sell-off, retracement back up, and we're completing the W pattern currently as we speak, right? Crazy looking W pattern, guys. Super clean on the 5-minute chart. What would make you go short? I would need to see bears step in pretty aggressively here, right? So if we can't close, the way you got to look at this, right? If we can't close above this area, guys, then that was like the high that was put in on the session possibly, and this would be like a lower high. So you're looking to the left because that's the closest place right now that there could be some resistance up here, right? You don't want to see this level breached if you're a bull. If you're a bear, you don't want to see this level be broken, guys. So 24,815, you want to see that level hold, and you want to see some sellers step in pretty aggressively and take us lower. So ideally, you will want like equal highs. You will want bearish engulfing candles, something that's kind of confirming that we're gonna head back to the downside, right? But our time frame right now is bullish. 1 hour candle is bullish. The 4 hour candle super bullish. The daily candle still bearish, but the higher time frames are bullish, guys, right? 4 hour chart looking crazy right now. A lot of time left though. A lot of time left. 2 hours and 30 minutes. 30-minute chart's bullish as well. So you want to see basically some selling pressure step in. You want to see lower lows be put in. Right now, if you look at all these candles, guys, you got, and to be honest, we could be ready for a retracement because we've had all these candles, guys, right? Like low, higher 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 low, right? We've had a ton of higher lows, guys. And there you go, right? So we finally broke that cycle, put in a lower low. We were rejecting right off this opening range level of 24,815, right? We couldn't get up there so far. And there's some selling pressure stepping in. $15-minute candle. Yeah, I see it. Yeah. But so on the 15-minute candle, though, it's not as clear right now because we can easily get back above that 200 level, 200 EMA, which is 24,763, right? So I need to look at the 5-minute right now because the 5-minute's starting to curl over and it's putting in lower lows. See how we just swiped all these last two 5-minute candles low on the 5-minute chart? We just took out the last two candles low, right? Lows. So that's kind of breaking the cycle, telling you that bears are trying to step back into the market to take this thing back to the downside. So we'll see how this candle closes. A lot of, right, some bears are starting to step in here. You got a nice retracement of about 50 points. So that equal low, guys, or sorry, the equal high got popped by a few points, and then you gotta sell off, right? It's like funny, guys, how they did that. You gotta love it. 18 seconds left on the 5-minute, current 5-minute candle. All right, so yeah, you will want some kind of push up and then a reaction back to the downside, right? Keep an eye out for the low. So the low was 722.25. It just snapped it. You would have to be quick on the trigger here, guys, targeting like 674. To the downside, right? The 14 EMA. So for a quick short. So 674, guys, is the EMA on 5-minute chart. Keep an eye out for that level, guys. You had a rejection. We had equal highs up here. They pretty much snapped the equal. They ran the equal high, and then they got to sell off to the downside. So keep an eye out for that 24,672. They got to 693, but I mean the current 5-minute candle. If you look at it, guys, for a potential short. Sorry about that. You already had selling pressure of about 37 points to the downside. 15-minute candle right now. Sorry. 15-minute candle right now, there's a lot of room to 24,640. Imagine it goes straight down. Yeah, it could though, right? I mean, that's the thing. I mean, but even if you took, so if you short it, guys, because see how we're kind of rolling over. So you had a nice W pattern that got completed, and then now you got like you got a rollover, right? Like literally we're rolling back to the downside, came up, tapped basically the resistance level, and then we're starting to sell back off. We'll play into the thought process of that we're still kind of stuck in this big old range, guys. When you look to the left over here, we have rejection from these levels, or pretty close to it as well, the last time we were up here, which was yesterday. So we're still kind of stuck in this range. Something to get us out, either news or Trump's gonna tweet something, right? That's how it tends to work. But yeah, I mean the current 5-minute candle, roughly a 38-point drop. If you traded that rejection of basically the range up here. All right. So that level could be in play, guys. 24,674. I was going to short it. Yeah, I caught 10 points. Yeah. Shout out to, is it Shanir? DMONEY, I never copy any of your trades from you. Love to see you and enjoy the party here with traders. Hey, I appreciate that. Shout out to Michael. He picked up 10 points. Nice. Somebody said he hoped he didn't short. Well, the candle dropped 38 points, sir. I mean, like, I don't know what else you would be looking for. Trading is subjective, guys, right? You know, like the funny thing about it is that sometimes people feel the need to be right all the time. Like, guys, you're not going to be right all the time, chat. Like, you don't have to be right all the time. You just got to have risk management. Like that's the thing, right? You're gonna trade the probabilities, and you're not trying to marry something, but all right, it doesn't mean you got to marry a trade. But I mean, the current candle had a 38-point drop, so somebody took that short and made money because I saw it in the chat. And keep in mind, guys, we are not trading right now market open, right? This isn't 9:30, chat. This is 11:30. So I think sometimes we lose context of that, thinking that every move is going to be, 100 points or 75 points or even 50 points. The market doesn't work like that, guys. So do I ever use the 9 EMA? No, I use the 14, 50, and 200. PW uses the 9 and 21. So I'm gonna drop that in the chat. So nice reaction coming off the 14 EMA so far, right? You had buyers step in and basically say, nope, we don't want to go any lower right now. You got a 32-point wick on the bottom of the previous 5-minute candle, and you're getting a bullish reaction back the opposite direction, right? So far. $30-minute candle has a bottom wick. You got a reaction off the 50 EMA for a push to the upside. So you had your retracement, guys, right? You had a retracement, about 96 points, believe it or not, overall, right? So that's what I'm saying when somebody's like, oh, I hope you didn't get, like, you had almost 100-point retracement, guys, to the downside. I mean, that's a fact. So now you're getting a bullish reaction, and it looks like they want to challenge these highs up here, 24,815. We'll see if we can frame something here. Had a doji candle, then a bullish reaction right back up. 15-minute candles bullish. All right, so huh?
They're all like, you're on mute.
Nobody's there. Yeah. We know you guys were muted, guys. We had to discuss something pressing at the moment. Internal communication here. Cup and handle pattern, yeah. D-Money, thanks above all things. I appreciative of your calm demeanor. Up $840 times 5 accounts on take profit accounts. Have a blessed day. Hey, congrats, Justin. I'm happy for you, man. Having the right mindset all the time, it's going to be the death of you, LOL. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. You're not going to be right all the time, guys. I'm not going to be right all the time. Like I said earlier, right? You could be right, guys, on your direction, meaning that, say you're bullish and you're looking for longs, but your entry could be off. Right, maybe you entered a candle too early and then you get stopped out, or you don't like the price action, you close the trade and then it takes off on you. That happens, guys. That's part of trading, to be honest. So, but yeah, I mean, you're getting a bullish reaction here right back up. You had a 100-point sell-off, and then guess what, guys? You got almost 90 points back to the upside right away. So got about 54 seconds left on the current 5-minute candle. We'll see how this thing closes out. Ant 2638, D-Money, I owe you for being my financial advisor. I'm up $6,000 on a month in payouts. Let me know. I got you and Pat. Yeah. Congrats on the payouts, man. But obviously we're not financial advisors, so we don't take any payments around here. All we ask for, guys, hit the like button if you're not subscribed to the channel. You know what to do as this candle gets ready to close out. Looks like we're at 1,300 likes, guys. So do me a solid here, hit the like button. So we got, all right, so are we gonna attempt to push for new highs, guys? Meaning that we break out above the opening range high of 24,815, or are we gonna get a sell-off here? Trickery, right? So far, we're selling right back down. 30-point reversal. You gotta love it. So yeah, if the momentum gets going, guys, make no mistake about it. We're headed up to more than likely the highs up there, right? 24,815. Just remains to be seen if we got enough energy to get there. 4-hour candle right now is bullish, but you're about halfway through the candle, so there's plenty of time left. So you will want to see bulls step back in here, right? You had a push, you had a retracement, you had a push, and you want to see continuation here to the upside, guys. Right? Snap these highs at 781 and get up to 815. And then that would obviously confirm that the party's over short term for bears. You just need some follow through here. And that 200 EMA, guys, that's a critical area on the 15-minute chart, 24,764. So, gonna be a little interesting here, right? Because you feel that the longs are in play here, guys, right? That's what I'm kind of feeling here for a challenge of these highs at 810. We had a retracement to the downside. Bulls push price right back to the upside. But remains to be seen here. Can we get up? Can we get up to these highs up here, right? Take out 24,797. Trying to quick long, guys. Here, right? Entry put me in and it popped on me 761. But I want to see if we can get continuation to the upside, or is this thing gonna play around here, right? You gotta love it. So entry was 761, trying to target these highs up here above 793. Don't know if that's gonna happen, right? But saw the retracement to the EMAs and rejection. Want continuation to the upside. And it's a little choppy right now. So not looking good. Man, oh man. Right back down. So yeah, if we break these lows, I'll have to close this trade, guys. But wanted a continuation and might not get it. 15-minute chart is looking a little nasty there, so I don't like that either. So I'm going to close that out, guys. No continuation at all. right, so far. So, the 15-minute chart is having a hard time staying above 24,762. And I basically saw, we already had because technically, guys, if this was going to push to the upside, I think I was up probably 10 points. It's the same price action, right? I think I was up like 10 points again. And it basically right away, almost instantly, it felt like, and then it reversed. So this could be that time when you get chopped up. I'm looking at these lows, the current candle 732, previous candle 732. So there's an equal low setup, guys. Believe it or not. On the current 5-minute chart. Tried the equal low setup for a quick pop here. And let's see if we get follow through. If not, I'm going to close this really quick. But we had equal lows for a second. Yep. This thing is not ideal, guys. Had equal lows. We had a push, and then we had a reaction right back up. So not good. So yeah, no follow through, guys. No follow through so far. So I'll have to wait. I think that trade, same thing, was up a little, and then now you're getting a reaction back down. So no setup here. 30-minute candle looks horrible. Small body. One-hour candle still bullish, but there's no momentum. It's pretty much a loss, right? So 24,722. Same reaction. All right. So that was pretty close to, yeah, same thing, guys. Equal low there as well. When you look to the left, right? So the current 5-minute candle had a bullish reaction right off 24,722.25. The current candle's low is 721.75, right? So it's less, I mean, right at a point, right? So I just took what I could get on that equal low bounce. So now just got to be patient, guys. $15-minute candle is bullish. It is bullish. There's a lot of time left, guys. So just got to see what happens here. You had about a 35-point reaction back the opposite direction. And this was the low that I was referring to, guys, here. Look at the pop. So it remains to be seen, guys. Now I got to wait, right? feel like a lot of my trades today, you're instantly in profit, and then it has a reaction back the opposite direction. Might coil here for a bit. Yeah, it could. We're going to take those highs. Yeah, that's what I feel like. I mean, so people, you know, all the time, guys, right? Everybody's like, hey, D-Money, what's your bias? Well, I mean, the daily candle right now, it is bearish, guys, right? But every other time frame, I mean, the 4-hour candle is super bullish at the moment. There's a ton of time left, guys. There's over 2 hours. So that doesn't mean that it can't flush through the floor, right? It easily could, but when you see these equal highs, guys, or equal lows, somebody's willing to take price to the upside, right? No wick on the current 5-minute candle. That's interesting as well. So you got like two sides of it right now, guys. You got some rejections here, but then you got like a flag playing out, right? So we'll see what happens. Can you pass an account in one day? Yeah, you can pass. So Apex, you can pass in one day. But if you're talking like Lucid Flex, yes. You can pass Lucid accounts, but it has to be the pro account. Right? Lucid Flex and Lucid Black, guys, they're actually 60% consistency rule for Lucid Black, 50% consistency rule for Lucid Flex. So it takes 2 days. So D-Money, I watch your live every day and it's been always helpful. Your wisdom helps a lot. Hey, I appreciate the kind words. So yeah, I feel like we're building up, guys, to pop those highs, to be honest. The current 15-minute chart looks like it's primed for a pop to the upside. You had pretty close to equal lows right here. Once again, right? So you're getting these little sell-offs, but then you'll get these equal lows that pop us right back to the upside, guys. So kind of building up here, in my opinion, for a pop to go up and re-challenge 24,815. 1 hour chart is super bullish as well, right? That 1 hour chart, guys, is super bullish. You got basically a 37-point wick on the bottom of the candle. It needs to stay above 24,750 area though, guys. That's the 14 EMA on the 1 hour chart. That's how I'm reading that, right? But you can kind of see, like, as we build up here, starting to range. Which happens. So this is the area. So if you're a bull, you don't want to see us back below 24,692. Which lines up nicely with the 14 EMA as well. So let's see how this candle closes out, guys. You got about 40 seconds left. Putting in a higher low compared to, it has a higher high and a higher low compared to the previous 5-minute candle. See how it's kind of building? It's building up some, trying to build up some momentum here to pop to the upside, guys. Keep an eye out. It needs to gain momentum basically above 762 on the 15-minute chart. That's a 200 EMA, right? If it can get back above there, that's very convincing, I would say, for bulls. Try to take this thing higher. D-Money, how are you doing so far today? Yeah, these accounts are, I'm green, guys, right? The Apex accounts are, I'm up almost 500 bucks across the Apex accounts, right under $10,000. You got the Lucid accounts, I'm actually green on. One account's up $1,100, the other account's up $1,084. So yeah, the longs here, guys. I mean, your stop would have to be 727. Previous candle's low would have to be a stop here, but I like the longs here. Definitely not short bias, guys. Look at the pop. Keep an eye out for 815. So trying a quick long here, guys. Right, entry was 779, targeting 815. The previous highs up there. Let's see if we get a pop to the upside. We've been playing around. This thing needs to go. Right, we've had a retracement to the EMAs. We had a bullish breakout. 15-minute candle looks bullish. It looks pretty good. Just need continuation. So we'll see if we can get it. So the ideal entry would have been right off the 14 EMA or pretty close to it based on how I trade, but I did not catch that entry, right?
I got 46 entry out of the 73.
Oh, PW, you got in at what, 46? PW got in at 46, guys, and got out at 73. So let's see if we get a push here, guys. All right, there you go. Let's see if we can get up to 812 at least. Will be about 33 points if we can get up there. Come on, push, push, push. Getting some stalling here, guys. Again. All right, pullback. Oh. Look at that pullback, guys. Cray price action. All right, so I'm gonna chop it, guys. Look at the pullback, right back down. Definitely not ideal. Rejected pretty hard. You gotta love it, guys. You gotta love it. So we could not get the momentum to continue, guys. Look at the current 5-minute candle. We just had a sell-off of about 50 points right back to the downside. So this is cray. So the account's up $580, right? So we'll see if we're able to frame the next setup, guys. Crazy pullback. So yeah, pretty significant pullback there. I wanted more continuation, obviously, to target 815 level or higher. And look at it. Look at us go now, guys. You gotta love it. So we'll wait and see what happens here. 15-minute candle still bullish. You got about 46 seconds left. There's some indecision going on right now. Battle between the bulls and the bears. You got a long wick at the top and the bottom. Been that kind of session, guys, right? Outside of the volatility, obviously at the open and the drop and the reversal. It's been a little choppy. Some of these moves are getting basically pops are getting sold right back down. Drops are getting bought right back up. And it is that time. I mean, it's 12 o'clock. A lot of times you'll get that kind of action. And it was looking great for a pump towards that 815 level, guys. For a little bit. And we're definitely ranging. Bottom of the range right now is 24,690 area. And if you kind of draw, I had this drawn out earlier, guys, right to the left. You got a little resistance area up here, basically right below the ORB. High of 24,815, but we can't get up there right now, right? We're kind of ranging out. So if we're gonna range, you buy the bottom of the range, you sell the top of the range until price action tells you something different. We are rejecting the 200 EMA on the 15-minute chart. All right, so let's see here. 14 EMA is sitting at 24,713. We just tapped it on the 5-minute chart. We just had a rejection, basically a doji candle on the previous 5-minute candle, guys, right? That could not basically take out the highs to the left, sitting at 24,794. So you gotta love it. You gotta love a little range. $15-minute candle is still bearish. You got a nice bottom wick though, and there's 12 minutes left, guys. There's a lot of time on the 15-minute candle. A lot of time left. Put in a lower low compared to the previous 15-minute candle. One-hour candle right now. This is a new 1-hour candle that just opened, guys. Your 12 o'clock candle. You got a small bottom or small top wick. Very small top wick. That's a little interesting as well. So we need to hold. So if you're a bull, you want to see basically that 690 area not get taken out and flush through, right? Because that would kind of signify more than likely more downside coming. But we keep having these bullish reactions right off of like 730 area. As of right now. Come down to the VWAP. 4 hour. What about the 4-hour time frame? 4-hour time frame is bullish. It's super bullish. Yeah, this is your 4-hour chart. It's extremely bullish, guys. That's why I'm leaning more towards, so far, a pop above 24,815, which is the opening 15-minute range opening candles high. But we'll have to see how this frames out. So this candle is going to close bearish. You had a bullish reaction right off the 14 EMA at 24,714 area. And this next candle's opening up. No top wick. So far. And you got the bullish reaction, guys, right? So this is you know what's gonna happen. It's gonna typically when you see this, we're kind of building up. Obviously, we're building up, guys, right? If I drew out the range, let me take this off just to kind of get some perspective here. So this is the range that we're currently in, chat. 5-minute chart. So the bottom of the range, 24,693, which was this doji candle, right? That's the doji candle's low, 693.25. You would want to see that level be maintained, right? And not get taken out. Current 15-minute candle is bearish. 30-minute candle, you got a nice bottom wick that's starting to form. Obviously, you got a ton of time left, over 23 minutes left on the current 30-minute candle. So I'm keeping an eye on that as well. These EMAs are curling up on the higher time frame, which is bullish. See how they're pointing towards the upside? But you want to see something enticing to get you to want to go long. Need that 650 retest? Yeah, we could get it. I mean, that's the 200 EMA. You're talking pretty close to it, right? Between the 200 and 50 EMA on the 5-minute chart. It's not out of the question. So, but every time we kind of drop here, guys, close to that 730 area, we get a bounce right back up. See how we're trying to push back to the upside here? Keep in mind the top of the range is sitting at like 796. So check out this low here, 727. Chop zone, yeah. Yep. Past 6 accounts today. Thanks for the confidence. Hey, congrats. S. Garber? Congrats. You did all the work. But yeah, we're clearly ranging here, chat, right? I mean, we're building up for something here. Just got to be patient. You got a bullish EMA cross basically on all time frames, 5-minute, 30-minute. 1-hour chart's trying to cross over. It needs to get back above 760 area on the 1-hour chart to be basically bullish, right? as we wait for this candle to close out. You got about 20 seconds left. Somebody saying they grabbed a retest off the 14 EMA. Nice. Yeah, that would have been a nice bounce, right? You probably grabbed, I mean, hey, if you held it to the top, that was 48 points. 'But yeah, we're having a hard time here, guys, right? The momentum is slowing down to the upside temporarily as we kind of range here. You got to be careful, and if you're buying, you're trying to buy the bottom of the range for as cheap as possible. $15-minute candle's not looking too hot. 30-minute candle's not looking too hot. There's the flush, right? So the 30-minute chart, guys, previous 30-minute candle low is 24,693.25. So that's an area of interest, because if we lose that low, more downside could be coming very quickly here. Because you want to see price like currently right now, right? Form some kind of, if they're going to push this higher, you want to see some kind of bottom wick form out. And then we rapidly expand to the upside. And it's looking like a flush-a-thon here coming. Yep. So bottom of the range. And we just broke to the downside, guys, right? So there you go. So we're sitting currently 24,694. Bulls cannot at the moment take us higher to try to challenge that 24,815 level. If you kind of look to the left here, price curl back over to the downside. Right, you had like these like rejection setups. So let's see what happens. Heavy on the 15-minute chart from a bearish standpoint, guys. Definitely heavy. And when you look to the left, right, the last time we were up at that 814 level, we had a sell-off to the downside. We got pretty close today. We got up to 24,796.75, and now we're getting that selling pressure so far to the downside. So, and PW's dropping some gift memberships in the chat. You gotta love it, guys. Drop a W in the chat because PW is actually dropping some memberships. You gotta love it. You never know what you're gonna get, guys. Right? Somebody asked me earlier, did we have a giveaway today? Well, there's some gift memberships. We love you. All right, guys. So, man, you guys love the gift memberships here. We got so many W's. You can't. Hey. Oh man. 14 EMA on the 4-hour chart. Yeah, we rejected it, but we're still bullish, right? That candle's still bullish. Guys, you're just trying to ride that momentum. That's it. So meaning that wherever they're going to take price, you want to try to join the party. Right now, we're having a hard time. Now, what I've noticed, guys, is that I've talked about this before. Like, if we're consolidating right now and we can't, obviously, the momentum kind of dies out to the upside, you have a higher probability that we're probably going to drop, right? Because, I mean, it's just basic trading at that point. If you can't break the highs and price has been stuck in a big old range, you probably got a higher probability that we head towards the bottom of the range. So remains to be seen here. But it's definitely, so this is when you can kind of tell that the momentum, guys, has if you remember earlier, you had 100-point pops. Look at the size of these candles. They're starting to get smaller. The body of the candle starting to get smaller on some of these candles. And if we close below the bottom of this range, guys, 24,690 area, then yeah, you look at 24,663. That area, that could be an area of interest because that's the 200 EMA on a 5-minute chart. So that could be a potential target if we're able to close below the bottom of this range. Right now, we're getting these reactions right off the bottom of the range so far. Look up, guys, it's lunchtime. Yeah, when you're right, you're right. When you're right, you're right. So yeah, I mean, you know, you take what you can get, guys, right? Meaning that right now you're in a range. There's not much to do here until we break out of this range with momentum, because you're trying to trade momentum. As of right now, we have not officially broken and closed below the range that we've been stuck in, right? Because the current candle's bullish. It's flipping back and forth, right? Between being bearish and bullish. You had a low that was put in at 24,685.50, but we're pushing right back to the upside, guys. So far. Let me see something. 693.25. Somebody said equal lows. Yeah, I don't see equal lows on a 5-minute chart. Unless you're referring to 24,685.50. And even with this over here, maybe you're talking about this candle. 685. Yeah. Yep. But you're already getting that bullish reaction right now. But see how we didn't close below the range, guys, so far? Got to wait for more information here. If we take out the high at 724, longs could be in play back to the top, towards the top of the range. If we flush the lows and we get a candle that closes below 24,693, then you got more downside potential, right? But if we're able to recapture basically the previous candle's high above 724, I would say that's probably very convincing that we're going to attempt to get to the top of the range. And we'll see what happens here. They're trying, but 1 hour candle is bearish. 4 hour candle's bullish. So there's basically a battle going on right now, chat, right? 4 hour candle is bullish, 1 hour candle's bearish. So you got to have like a low expectation right now, but if we're able to pop these highs, previous 5-minute candle high, could be an attempt here to head up to the top of the range. Sitting at 24,796. So we'll have to see what happens. Even in range, the double bottom works. Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah, but I'm looking for equal lows, guys, right? My equal low setup has to be after like a bearish, some bearish momentum that stepped into the market. So as of right now, you're putting in, you got a low here on the 5-minute chart, you got a higher low, and the current 5-minute candle is a higher low, but there's still a ton of time left. They can easily flush to the downside here. And we just flushed it, right? So if this is going to be the first candle, guys, that breaks this low, the low of the range, and so far it's looking pretty convincing, right? But there's a ton of time left, and we know how NQ loves to have these reactions, guys, right? And then get right back inside the range. But if it can continue here, keep an eye out for 24,642 or lower. That's the 30-minute charts, 14 EMA. Hanging out below the range, right? Put in a new low. You got about a minute left on the current 5-minute candle. Is there going to be continuation here? They're going to snap this right back into the range. So definitely want to see how this 5-minute candle closes out, chat. Do the bears have enough energy to keep this below this range and give us more continuation to the downside, or is this going to snap right back inside of the range? That's what I'm looking for. Trump speaking on tariffs. Let's go. Right back inside the range. So this is a little interesting, guys, right? Sometimes you gotta laugh. Like right back inside the range on the candle closure. Was able to put in a lower low. So a little tricky area to be in, because if you got Trump speaking, rest assured, guys, that we could be headed the opposite direction, which is for longs, right? Anything's possible here. And there's a push. So we got some trickery. Never fear, Trump is here, apparently. Stacks Network, the range is still holding. Yeah, you see it, right? That's what I was saying, guys. Right back inside of the range. You gotta love it. Do you consider the wick? I guess you're saying, do you consider candles with the wick or body close? Well, both, especially for equal lows. If I'm looking for equal lows or equal highs, I'm including the wick as well, for sure. Some people don't, right? Some people don't. They only look at the body of the candle. So everybody's different, guys. That's why trading is subjective, right? Because what you see, I might not see. So, all right, we're holding the EMA 24,714, guys. You got Trump apparently speaking here. And it looks like there's momentum stepping into the upside. Big old range. All right, so not much to write home about right now, guys. As we kind of range out here. Apparently got Trump speaking. And the longs are looking a little inviting here. I'm not going to lie, guys. You got a double bottom formation forming on the 5-minute chart. You definitely got a double bottom formation forming, guys. Right off the bottom of the range. Look at this bullish reaction. 55-point pop to the upside. So, do we have enough energy to finally break above 800? Oh, man. Pretty significant previous bullish candle, guys, right? The size of the body of the candle, pretty significant there. Right? It pretty much, now it's not a traditional engulfing candle because, you know, clearly the body doesn't engulf the previous candle high and low, but the size of the body does, right? Itself alone. However, look at the sell-off right back down, guys, so far. 36 points back to the downside. Let's go. All right, so new 30-minute candle just opened. Previous 30-minute candle was a bearish pin bar with the higher low. Sorry, lower high, right? Lower high compared to the previous 30-minute candle. So I'm not convinced yet, guys, right? I mean, it's yeah, I mean, I see a double bottom on the 5-minute chart, obviously, right? Kind of pointed that out. I would say if we get back above 760, longs would be a little tastier. Look at the bearish reaction right back down, guys. As I say that, right? Somebody just got trapped in longs. Wow. 72-point drop. You gotta love it. So yeah, not much to write home about, guys, right now. We're consolidating in the big old range. And so just to kind of illustrate here, we had the previous 5-minute candle was a 60-point pop to the upside. The current bearish candle was 70-point drop to the downside, guys. So you're getting these bullish pushes and you're getting bearish reactions the same size or larger, the opposite direction, which equals AKA Chopfest. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, right now, this current 5-minute candle, it is a bearish engulfing candle at the moment. Yes, it is gonna engulf either way, right? Because it's already printed, so it's gonna, the wick is gonna, even if they push it up, right? But it's still, I mean, that's a 70-point drop, guys, after a 50-point pop to the upside. So that's not ideal. That's not ideal price action. How long have I been trading futures? For a couple years. So I was trading Forex before this. Stumbled upon PW. This guy was throwing out, chugging liquid death and doing all kind of crazy stuff. I'm like, who is this guy? Oh man, from an entertainment standpoint as well, right? So there was like a nice balance, guys. So PW was the first person, got me addicted to futures before he even knew it. You know, it's kind of crazy when you think about it, guys, that you don't know how many people you impact. Right? You see the views, you see the likes, etc., but you know, once you meet like some of these people and you kind of hear their story and they're like, oh, I've been watching you for a couple years, because that's what I told PW. It was the truth, guys. I remember telling one of my friends, I'm like, yeah, man, I'm getting ready to get into the futures market, and I'm watching this guy on YouTube, and you know, I'm excited about it. And he still trades Forex, guys, because he has, so there's a broker out there, it's called IC Markets, and they're a regulated broker. He has dual citizenship between here and Jamaica, so he was able to kind of swing that. I was not able to swing that, guys, right? So I was looking for an option, preferably with somebody that, you know, regulation was in fact, because I got burned on the Forex side, right? And the rest is history here. Sir, should we sell or buy? Flip a coin. I mean, flip a coin. You don't see what's going on here? We're stuck in a range. So this is not great, guys, right? When you got a 50-point pop up on a green candle, then you got a 70-point drop on the next candle, guys. That's telling you that you need to probably wait for this range to be broken, to be honest. I'm just saying. Shout out to DayTrader 78. Enjoy your streams, mate. Hey, I appreciate the kind words. But yeah, guys, I can't force something right now that's not here, right? We're stuck in a range, guys, and we're in the middle of the range, basically. And when you get 50-point drops, 70-point pops, whatever the case may be, guys, that's kind of telling you that it's probably smart to sit on the sideline until this range gets broken in either direction, and then you try to join that momentum to the upside, right? So it's easy to kind of get chopped here. Don't want to get chopped. Current 15-minute candle looks a little interesting, though. You got a nice size bottom wick. So if you're going to trade the range, you buy the bottom of the range and you sell the top of the range, right? That's the only way you can pretty much trade the range, other than flipping a coin. And yeah, you're right. We're back inside the 15-minute opening range as well. Yeah, we are almost smack dab in the middle, guys, of the 15-minute ORB. Make no mistake about it, chat. The ORB is highlighted on your chart. If you notice, I have it up here. 24,815 is the high. 24,605 is the low. Right? So we're smack dab in the middle, guys. So you gotta wait here, right? How are you guys feeling out there? I know we're in the top range at the moment, but we didn't talk about it, guys. Who, if you had a Valentine's out there, where'd you take your Valentine? I know the editor had a little plan that he had set up, little Casanova over here, but me myself did not have a Valentine, guys, you know, so I had to stay solo dolo. Vito's Chop House sounds good. Cypher Tan, I watched the DMONEY show on replay. Let's go. Red Robin, you took her to Red Robin? Okay. White Castle. Yeah, I got mixed feelings on White Castle, guys. I've heard some you know, some stomach issues with White Castle. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not, but as I say that, guys, I haven't seen Corn Dog Tim in the chat. So Corn Dog Tim, if you're out there, make sure you kind of do your wellness check here, sir. We're getting a little concerned. DMONEY, I saw your D-Wagon in a motel with the Super Grande. Was that you? Nah, that wasn't me, sir. I was not at a motel. DMONEY doesn't do motels, guys. You might have seen Jerome, but he wasn't in my G-Wagon. I can tell you that. Longhorn Steakhouse. I used to eat there all the time back in the day, guys. I used to eat at Longhorn Steakhouse. Me and my friend, he actually moved to New York, got married, and moved to Brooklyn. He's actually a district manager for Target now. in New York, guys. We used to go there like every other weekend. But I don't hit up Longhorn Steakhouse anymore, guys. I prefer Ruth and Chris. There was a chick that I was dating. Don't date her anymore, guys. But she was basically like, oh yeah, she's like, oh, you going to Ruth or Chris? I'm like, what? What'd you call it? I'm like, yeah, we're not gonna be going on any more dates. That's over. Oh man. Yeah, I can't. Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. It's all right. Yeah, I'm not 100% sold on Texas Roadhouse. You not married yet, D? No, gotta find the right person. You know? Gotta find the right. It's a lot of work. I picked up food from there last night, actually. Yeah. SDK Steakhouse. Yeah, they're decent. So we're getting towards the bottom of the range again here, guys. Here we go, right? 24,688. You got another flush through the bottom of the range. So is this are we gonna break to the downside, or are we gonna get a reversal here, right? By the bottom of the range, guys, put your stop loss below the low of the candle, 679, and we get a reaction back up to maybe 750 area. Or is this going to be finally they made a decision to flush it to the downside, right? So needless to say, I mean, you can't really complain, guys. We had some pretty clean price action right at the open. You had pretty clean price action on the reversal. And now you're getting some chop, getting a range. So 685, that's the level that has to hold if the range is going to stay intact at this point, because the low was already put in, guys, right, on the candle. So you want to see a reaction back the opposite direction if they're going to range this thing right back up, try to maybe challenge 750 area or higher. And it's not looking too hot right now. So this could be it. This could be the break to the downside. Finally giving us a candle closure below. Oh, there it is. So the pattern, guys, has been basically, right, price puts in a low and then it pushes right back inside of that range. So that'll be comical if that happens here. Keep making lower highs. Yeah, I know. I see it. Current candle has basically no top wick. Current 5-minute chart. A little interesting there. And we're trying to, you got 46 seconds left. Let's see what happens here, guys. The moment of truth. Do we have enough energy to close below this range that we've been stuck in since basically 11 o'clock? We're still inside of the ORB, 15-minute ORB as well. The low is 24,605, but make no mistake about it, we could get there really quick if they're going to push this thing to the downside. $10 seconds left. All right, so there's a new 5-minute candle. First candle, guys, right? That closed below the bottom of the range. And you're getting some selling pressure here. Keep an eye out for 24,605, guys. That's the ORB candle's low. So if they're going to flush this, that's where we're headed. $15-minute candle right now. You got no top width. Look at the snap right back up, guys. So ideally, I would want some kind of re-challenge of like 665 area, maybe the 200 EMA, and then we sell back to the downside. You gotta love it. Somebody just got chopped, right? So, all right. 200 EMA, 24,664, guys. That's an area that I'm paying attention to because you would want to see some kind of reaction off of that level. Look at the snapback the opposite direction. So far, right, you had a retracement of about 30 points. So obviously right now I am short biased because we broke out of the range to the downside. And now you're just looking for best possible entry where you can frame it with your stop being ideal, right? And not too large. So want some kind of reaction here off of like 660, 665 area. And there's definitely a lot of there's a lot of room to the downside, guys, right? If they're going to flush this to the floor, you got 24,578, which is yesterday's daily candle low that could be in play as well. So we'll see, right? We're kind of challenging that area. This is the area that I'm watching right here because you don't want to see us if you're a bear back above 24,670. Look at the reaction, guys. Look at the pop. What's ORB candle? The ORB was the 15-minute range that was set up, right? 24,815.75 is the high, and 24,605 is the low. All right, so you had a push right back up, guys, to the 50 and 200 EMA, and you will want to see bear step in now and take us lower to the downside, right? If they're going to reject this level. You had a huge bearish momentum candle that basically flushed us out of the consolidation range that we were stuck in. And now you're getting a reaction right back to the range. So that's definitely not encouraging. You will want to see rejection here. Back to the downside. All right. Look at the pop, guys. Look at the trickery. We got to play, we got to get TLC playing. It's one of those days, guys. You got Ginger singing it over here, guys. Acapella. You gotta love it. Yeah, you gotta be a little smart here, guys. Right? You had a rejection off the 14 EMA already. You had a rejection off the currently off the 50 and the 200. And you want to see a crazy flush here to the downside. This is the level of interest that I was talking about for the shorts to play out. If they're going to send this thing lower. Back to 480s. Let's see. Having a hard time flushing, right? You will want to see this thing flush to the downside like crazy, guys, right? And trap some longs up here that tried to go long and continue that momentum here. So nice rejection so far. So if this curls over, guys, basically, right, and closes below these two EMAs, then that to me is super bearish. And there's going to be probably a lot more downside coming. Headed towards 24,000, possibly 558. So it's looking good. Shorts are in play here, guys. Look at the flush here. Man. Guys, I apologize. Shorts are in play. I know I called it, guys. Quick trade here that I'm going to take off. It literally flushed to the floor right when I was trying to call it. So from 664 short. Keep an eye out for that opening range low, guys. So that's from 664 down to 610. Gonna take that off. So, like the rejection. Like the rejection, guys, right off the 250 EMA. So 24,605. That's your opening range candle low, guys. Right? And we just hit 609. So if you took that short off the EMAs, drop a W in the chat. This thing dropped pretty quick with some momentum. You took 50 points. Nice. Let's go. I love you. You gotta love it, guys. You got up to get water. You missed the trade. Oh, man. Yeah, that was a 50-point banger, guys. Took long enough. So basically, saw the reaction off the EMAs, right? And I said I was waiting, guys, for price to get back to the EMAs, and I wanted to see the reaction off the EMAs back to the downside. And you had that, right? You had a nice wick on the previous green candle. You had some rejection off the previous candle that just closed, right? Because now you got a new 5-minute candle that opened up. So shorts to the downside, guys. Definitely paid there. That was a 76-point drop. You gotta love it. She gone. Yeah, I mean, now I would just kind of, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, keep in mind, though, we're at the bottom of basically the 15-minute range from this morning, right? 1 hour chart is super heavy, guys. This is the 1 hour chart. Super bearish, right? It's heavy, a lot of bearish momentum. For a 4 hour chart, believe it or not, it's kind of funny at this point. It's still hanging on for dear life, guys, to be bullish, right? It's still the 4 hour candle's still bullish. Oh man, but you got an hour left. Anything can happen. A lot of time left, guys. So, and this is why you don't short at the bottom, right? Because if you tried to short on the current 5-minute candle open, looking for a break in continuation to the downside right away, you're down over 25 points, right? You were down at the high point of the candle over 25 points. So you want, same thing here, right? You will want some kind of retracement, guys. You're getting it right now. See how price is building up, building some kind of top wick? It's building a top wick. So you want that to happen so that way, okay, we're trapping some people thinking that it's time to go long now, and then we drop with momentum to the downside, as an example. So it took a while, guys, right, for the right setup. I got chopped multiple times today, right? As we look at this bullish reaction right back up. This is why. Yeah, so when price is reacting like this, guys, one of the things that I notice is that you want to be technically shorting like as close to the previous candle's top wick as possible. And you're putting your stop loss above that wick as an example, right? Because at least you can have a controlled stop that's very minimum compared to the risk reward, because obviously you're targeting previous candles lows. But you know, if you don't do that, and the reason why I'm saying that is because look at the range of the current 5-minute candle at this point, guys. It's literally 70 points. So you had the bearish candles range was 77 points, and this current candle's range right back up is 70 points, guys. So if your entry is off, maybe you got in, you know, on a small retracement, so you got in like down here at the middle, then you're probably down like right now like 30 points, right? You're 30 points in drawdown right now. Shout out to Spice Supply. Good call out, bro. I'm up $700 from that short. Let's go. Are we closing early today? No, the market's open regular time, guys. That was yesterday. Yesterday was President's Day. It's bank holiday. Look at the bullish reaction. Make no mistake about it. Somebody just got took out of their positions, guys, as we look at an 86-point reaction back the opposite direction. So somebody just got clapped. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I call a yoke, guys. Somebody just got yoked, right? They just took it back the opposite direction. So make no mistake about it. there's some people that not feeling too great right now. All right, guys, so that somebody's me. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. It happens, right? All right, guys, so hey, do me a solid, hit the like button. So if you haven't already, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I'm not sure why you would not be subscribed. I mean, we're dropping sauce Monday through Friday. You already know. You already know what it do. So we appreciate the support, guys. We rock out Monday through Friday. This is your first time rocking out with the BDH. We appreciate it. We rock out Monday through Friday, guys, from 9 a.m. We out here trying to make a little money. Had a little Chopfest, guys, right? After this, you had a nice move at open. I know PW took the nice long setup there. You had a nice sell-off to the downside. You had equal low pretty much calls from, I think, twice, right? There was 2 setups for equal low bounces, guys. You had a nice W pattern reversal back up. And then I literally mapped out the range. Mapped out this range, guys, and was waiting for a break, and then got some continuation to the downside. And the funny thing is, we're right back. We're pretty close to that range again, guys. So you gotta love it. And make no mistake about it, we're still inside the 15-minute opening range. It's 1 o'clock, guys. Go figure. So, yeah, what did I see on the last short? Yeah, guys, that's what I was saying, right? I wanted to see basically price come back to the 14. We already had a rejection off the 14 EMA. This candle right here, right? So your 1240 candle rejected the EMA, guys. Nice rejection candle. And then you had, I literally said I wanted to see price come back to the 50 and 200 EMA, which is these 2 EMAs right here, guys. And I wanted to see a reaction back to the downside. Once I started seeing the rejection, guys, I went short, and it happened pretty quick, to be honest, right? Because the momentum picked up very quickly. So by the time I switched over, it was still dropping pretty rapidly to the downside, guys. That was that setup. So, hey, DMONEY, do you ever look at volume indicator? No, I don't. Honestly, I don't, right? The only thing I look at, guys, I leverage price action. I'm a momentum trader, so I leverage price action in the market, and I use my 3 EMAs, 1450 and 200 EMA, looking for basically confluence, looking for, if I'm bullish, I want to see a bullish EMA cross. If I'm bearish, I want to see a bearish EMA cross, etc. I'm looking for large candles, guys, right? Because large candles tell you that whatever side of the market it is, whether a bullish or bearish candle, that momentum is currently taking over, right? See how you got a nice bearish, see the size of this candle? If you kind of measure it out, 75-point candle. But look at the candle before it, guys. It's almost just as important, because you see how you got a nice size wick at the top and bottom, but you got a very small candle body right here, right? On this candle. And then all of a sudden you get a 70-point flush to the downside. That's telling you that sellers are stepping into the market. So I was looking to get short basically once I saw a bearish reaction off the 50 and 200 EMA. So there it is. Yeah, I don't look at, I don't have VWAP on my chart as well, guys. I don't. I just have the 3 EMAs. That's it, right? I have 3 EMAs. I map out the high and low of the previous daily candle. Obviously, I map out the opening range, and I look to join momentum in the direction wherever they're going to take price. So that's why, if you're a momentum trader, guys, it's actually important that you don't have, like, you don't go into a session necessarily having a bias, so to speak, right? Now, I'm still gonna look at, you guys will hear me say that all the time. I'm like, okay, yesterday's daily candle, was bearish as an example, right? However, I'm gonna let the market open up, guys, and I'm trying to join the momentum. And momentum is simply large size candles in one direction, right? Nice bottom wicks. So, like, as an example, this candle right here, the 930 candle, chat, basically, your 5-minute opening range candle. See how you got a nice bottom wick, price opened up, it pushed to the downside, and then it expanded rapidly and took out all these highs to the left. That's telling you that buyers are in control. That's bullish momentum to the upside. So that's what you're looking for, just as an example. So, but never fear, guys, more content is near. We're gonna be dropping a lot more content. Obviously, we'll do the equal low video, guys. Content, we'll drop that. We'll do an ORB video as well, and we'll keep it going. But do me a solid, guys, if you haven't already, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. Dropped a lot of sauce today, guys. I think pretty pleased, right? Because to be honest, I got chopped on a couple trades. I was up like 15 points instantly on a couple trades, and price basically yoked back the opposite direction, right? Didn't like that price action, so I closed a few of those trades out. And then once the momentum kind of stepped in that I liked, I put on some trades here. So we'll take it. Would I go long now? No. I don't see anything saying go long. I see another rejection and basically a lower high off the EMAs. You see the rejection? So if you kind of notice here what's happening, the pattern, guys, we're kind of rolling over, but it's happening slowly, and you're getting these sharp pullbacks the opposite direction. So I don't see any longs right now. I see shorts. Because you see how you got these high, lower high, lower high, lower high currently, right? So that means that we could attempt to go down and re-challenge 24,600. That's what I'm seeing. So, yeah, guys, I mean, I pretty much just bounced around today between accounts. And tomorrow's another day, right? This account's up 1360. You got this account that's actually up. Let's see, let's pull it up here. $1070, right? 1070. You got the Apex accounts, guys. That's up $495. I did not trade the Apex accounts this session, guys, right? I did not trade those this session. I saw a short last night. Some selling pressure that I capitalized on last night, and I think I took a trade the day before, because remember, guys, your trades are kind of they're blended in right now, right? Because of the holiday yesterday, so that they all count as one trading day, to be honest. So these are the Apex accounts here, and I'm gonna be strategic on these accounts, guys. They're up like $500 per account, right? The 20 accounts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually try to stick to trading like equal lows and probably equal highs, guys, based off the strategy that I'm talking about. I was dabbling in silver a little bit, and basically obviously you can't trade silver at the moment on Apex, so right. So I'll be back to obviously in Q, but I'm gonna be strategic with how I trade it. Do you think the higher time frame is pointing to lower for the week? Well, I mean, if you look at the daily chart, current daily candle, it is bearish, but I mean, you gotta acknowledge that we are at an area, guys, where pretty close to it. We had a bullish reaction back the opposite direction, but we're still ranging right now, to be honest, right? We're still kind of like, we've been in this area before. Every time we get a drop, we push right back up. So it is bearish right now. Remains to be seen what happens. And when I say range, guys, just look to the left. This is the 4-hour chart. Look to the left, right? So you can kind of see how we're stuck in this big old range. I know PW talked about that earlier as well. So you have to be mindful of that, guys, only because maybe your expectations are a little lower than they normally would be because you realize that we're in a big old range, right? So if you draw the range out, this is it. And keep in mind, guys, this is the 4-hour chart. So we've been stuck in this same range, guys, since February 5th, right? Keep that in mind, chat. So something's gonna come. Something's coming that's gonna bust us out of this range one way or another at some point. The question is when, right? We don't know when. So now, if you zoom out, guys, you can draw it even bigger, right? The range is even bigger. I'm just simply going back to like the closest thing I see on the chart as an example, right? Because I can go back to, I can go back and it's even bigger. But I'm just saying, if you look, today's the 17th, guys, right? So we've been ranging here for sure. Somebody said they're in the short. Good luck. I mean, I'm definitely not bullish biased right now. Right? Can't be, guys. But do me a solid, guys. I'm going to call it here. Hit the like button if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you know what to do. We just out here trying to make a little money. You got PW at 2 o'clock, guys. Gonna be streaming Power Hour in the afternoon session. You gotta love it. Storm Chaser 12. Hi, can you say hi back? What up? How are you? Hey, D-Money, how long did it take you from when you first started trading to get your first payout? Yeah, I share that all the time, guys. It took me over 2 years to get my first payout. Like, in full transparency, guys. So it everybody's time frame is different, but it takes a while. I was bouncing around strategy to strategy, guys. And that's probably an appetite for disaster, to be honest, because the funny thing is I had these EMAs on my chart when I first started trading, and guess what, chat? I took them off, right? Because, oh, let me try this today. Let me try this today. Let me try something else, etc., right? And that was an appetite for destruction, guys. So keeping it basic is, in my opinion, the best way to roll. But you kind of learn that over time. I've been trading for 10 years. So it takes time to learn that, guys. So I'm gonna call it here, chat. And tomorrow's another day, so don't you worry, we'll be back. You got PW coming up at 2 o'clock, guys, and tomorrow we'll do it again. Try to make a little monies. Until then, we gone.